Hi everybody, welcome to Jess Plays Exile Election. Happy New Year! Hooray! My last episode was recorded on Christmas, and then this one is happening on New Year's Day. I wanted to get it done a little bit earlier, and I was thinking about recording like an extra episode in between to look at some of the data room info, but unfortunately, we had a bit of an adventure coming back from Yamagata for our winter vacation, and we ended up having to spend an extra night in Utsunomiya. So, we didn't actually end up getting back until like the morning of the 1st instead, or the morning of the 31st instead of on the night of the 30th, which meant I didn't have time to record this before I had people coming over for New Year's Eve stuff. And we made the grossest nabe ever. It's great. It's still sitting on my stove. I gotta pour it down the drain in a minute. Thanks, Kiefer. Anyway, let's get started. For right now, I'm gonna leave the data room because I think I have a couple of other days off this week, and I'm thinking about maybe for next week doing a like a little quick bonus episode where I just go through and read some of the stuff we haven't seen before. Because I gotta figure out what we have seen and what we haven't. Because apparently I've gotten some extensions to some people's stories that I don't remember if I've read them or not. So, maybe what I'll do is I'll pick a character and I'll just go through and read their whole thing again. Just so, you know, if you're interested about their story or whatever, you can just check that out. Alright, so, let's go hang out with Ichika, Nori, and Issei. There's no way this can go wrong. Kaname! While I was walking around inside the hotel, I suddenly heard a voice call out behind me.
Ichika.
Ichika? We had just split up after talking to Yurizono Shihori. If she was running to come see me this out of breath, then that meant...
何があった?
What happened? It's Nori-chan! She's not in the room!
Nori?
Nori? When that woman called us to come meet with her, I had left her sleeping on the couch. I thought it was okay.
最近散歩にはよく出てたんだよね。
We have been taking her out on walks a lot recently. Well, yeah, but I mean, we shouldn't really be letting her out on her own, right? Since C Group had formed an alliance and I wasn't sure exactly what they were going to try and do, I figured it would probably be best if she didn't have any direct contact with them. I had spoken to Ichika about this already last night, but I didn't really have a good way to communicate it to Nori. Even if we told her, she probably wouldn't understand, and that was why we were trying to make sure that we spent every morning together, and then Ichika would watch over her afterward.
そう思ってる。
Yeah, I agree.
アリスがいるから何もないとは思うけど、私はちょっと探してみるね。
Well, I mean, Alice is around, so nothing really bad will happen to her. I'm gonna look around.
俺も探すよ。
Yeah, I'm gonna look too.
でも、要にはまだやることが残ってるでしょ?
Yeah, but you still have stuff you need to do, right, Kaname?
ついてだよ。行くところはあるけど、その途中で見つかるかもしれないから。
I'm not in a rush or anything. I mean, there's places that I need to go, but I might be able to find her on my way.
わかった。見つけたらどうする?
Oh, got it. If you find her, what are you gonna do?
一緒に部屋に戻ってくれれば、それでいいよ。
Well, if I can bring her back to the room, then that should be fine, right?
うん。
Yeah.
もし俺が見つけたら、 部屋に連れて行くよ。
If I find her, I'll bring her back to the room.
それならイチカには部屋にいてもらった方がいいかな。入れ違いになると困るし。
Actually, now that I think about it, it might be better for you to wait in the room, Ichika. If we miss each other, then things might get nasty.
でも
But,
あ、そうだ。
yeah, that's right.
アリスに伝言を頼むっていうのはどう？
Oh, what if we leave a message with Alice?
君たちは僕を一体何だと思ってるんだい？
What the heck do you guys think I am?
また盗み聞きか。
Oh, here you are, eavesdropping again.
管理者でしたよね。
You're the supervisor, right?
そうだよ。そんなつまんないことに僕を使わないでほしいね。
Yeah, and I really don't want to be used for stupid, boring shit like giving messages.
ノーリがどこにいるか今ここで教えてもらえれば話は早いんだが。
If you just tell us where Nori is right now, then this will be over in just a minute.
それはダメ。
Can't do it. Huh? What was with this out-of-hand refusal?
今何か理由があってダメだと言ったな。
So, are you telling me that right now there's some sort of reason why you can't tell me? If Nori was only lost, then it feels like Alice would have just told us where she was. Since Nori didn't have all of her faculties and couldn't really look after herself, Alice didn't really have any issue with me looking after her and protecting her.
お前がそう言うってこと。
Well, if that's what you're saying, then that means... Well, it seems as if then she can't tell me without breaking a rule. Alright, well, the only thing I can think of at this point would be...
他の誰かと会っているからか。
Are you telling me she's with someone else right now?
さて、どうだろうね。
Who knows? The thought of it made me furious. I couldn't imagine that Alice would actually tell me who was meeting with Nori at the moment. As much as possible, she wanted to be fair. If I was thinking about the time that I, or we, weren't with Nori to come and talk to her, who would actually gain something from that? And if we were told where she was, that would break a rule according to Alice.
もういい。わかった。
Whatever, it's fine. Who cares?
本当にわかったの？
Oh, do you really get it?
あ、
Yep.
まあいいけどね。こんなくだらない用事で僕を呼び出すの、これで最後にしてよね。
Alright, well, if you do, great. But remember, don't call me forth for this kind of trivial crap again. And, with just saying that, Alice disappeared.
今の、どういうこと？
What was that just now?
これ以上情報を漏らさないために消えたってこと。
She had to leave before she let any more critical information slip.
確かに、ちょっと言い方はおかしかったね。誰かと会ってるってことまではわからなかったけど。
Yeah, the way she was speaking was a little bit weird. I mean, other than the fact that Nori's with someone else, I don't understand at all what's going on.
ノーリが会いに行く相手も予想がつくし、やっぱり先に戻ってて。
Well, it certainly seems. Blah, blah, blah. I figured out that the person meeting with Nori must have some kind of motive. So let's go back to square one.
わかった。じゃあ部屋で待ってるね。
Right. Okay, well, I'll wait in the room.
ありがとう。行ってくる。
Thanks. I'll be back.
うん。
Alright. Just as I had thought, Nori had come here.
何を食べさせているんですか？
Oh, and what are you feeding her? I asked Ninshoji Issei as I drew closer to the table.
この子は肉料理が好きみたいだね。
Oh, it seems that this girl likes... meat dishes.
また例の謎の肉ですか？
Oh no. Are you feeding her that mystery meat again?
君も結構こだわるね。
Ah, well, it certainly seems like you're rather agitated. Hearing my voice, Nori looked over her shoulder, her mouth still moving. On top of the plate was... As I drew closer, I saw that what was on... I didn't feel any of that apprehension that I had felt before.
君の予想は外れたみたいだね。
Oh, it seems as though what you thought was happening was actually not happening.
そうなんですか？
Oh, is that so?
ありふれた。ただの食材だよ。
I've simply made it with one of the normal ingredients that we have on hand. And then he smiled, huh? Even though he made the same expression and said the same words, despite that, he wasn't saying the truth. Both of them hid secrets behind them. And both of them... Okay, both of them perhaps held secrets behind them, or perhaps neither. Perhaps... Perhaps there was some sort of hidden truth behind both of them.
あまり勝手に物を食べさせないでください。
I would appreciate it if you would refrain from feeding her without consulting me.
どうして？
Why is that?
アリスの運んでくる料理よりも任長寺さんの料理の方が美味しいですからね。そのうちあなたの料理しか食べられなくなったら困りますから。
Well, the food that Alice brings us for room service is not as delicious as the things that you make. Therefore, if she only will eat your cooking, that will cause an issue for us.
ひょっとして褒めてもらえてるのかな？
Could it be that you're paying me a compliment?
そうですね。
Yes, I am.
そうなったら最後まで面倒を見るよ。
Ah, well, if that's the case, then I suppose I will see this through to the end.
最後まで残れるつもりですか？
Do you intend to stay until the end?
そこまで自信過剰じゃないよ。僕が消えるまでは料理を作り続けるってことさ。
Oh, well, I don't have a whole lot of confidence that I'll last till the end, but until I am erased, I would like to continue cooking for everyone.
でもあなたがいなくなったら。
But if you were to die.
それも大丈夫だよ。僕が選挙で負けていなくなったとしたら、ここで食べた料理のことも忘れるんじゃないかな。
Oh, well, that'll be fine. If I were to lose an election, then that would mean that everything that you have eaten that I've prepared, you'd forget about. Well, if you think about it that way, there was a possibility he was right. Although, if you thought about it, okay. However, it also meant that maybe the erasing of memories would only apply to the people who were consciously aware that they were eating his food. Perhaps it wouldn't actually apply to Nori. No, the only reason I didn't really want him feeding her was because I didn't want Nori to start getting into the habit of going away with him. That was all.
いえ、とにかくありがとうございました。ノリ、もう行こう。
Well, thank you anyway. Nori, let's go.
まだ食べてる途中なのに、ちょっとかわいそうじゃないかな。朝食もまだだったんだろ。
It's a little bit sad to take her away while she's still eating, isn't it? I mean, she hasn't had breakfast yet, has she? You have yet to sup. Having Ayara Izuki get in my way, having Yurizono Shihori call Ichika. I had split up from Ichika after we had spoken to Shihori, and therefore I also hadn't eaten anything yet. Generally, our pattern was that Ichika and Nori would wait until I arrived, and then we would all have breakfast together. That was true.
朝食を3人で一緒にとるのがいつもの習慣なんで。
Well, you see, it's our usual... We usually have breakfast together, the three of us. Okay. Suddenly, a blinding flash filled my brain, and a single thought floated up. There was a chance that this was Ninchoji Issei's goal. No shit. Ayara Izuki had come to get in my way, and... Okay. And Yurizono Shihori, who seemed to have an interest in Ichika, had called Ichika. It wouldn't have been that difficult to get Nori by herself.
それなら、今度は3人で一緒に食べに来たらどうかな。歓迎するよ。
Fucking... Kaname, that just occurred to you? Like, you didn't fucking figure that out when you found her here? Like, for fuck's sake. Well, if that is the case, then I hope next time the three of you will come and eat here together. I would be quite delighted.
喜んでそうさせてもらいます。
Well, I'm happy to hear that, and therefore, I'm glad that you'll have us.
もし部屋に戻るのなら、よかったらこの料理も包むけど。
If you're going to go back to your room, well, if you'd prefer, I can wrap up this food to go.
いえ。
No. While we were talking, Nori had completely cleaned her plate.
もう食べ終わったみたいですから。
It seems as though she's already finished eating.
ああ、お腹が空いていたんだろうね。料理人としてこれほど嬉しいことはないよ。
Ah, it certainly seems as though she was hungry. For a cook like me, there is no greater honor.
3人で食べに来るのはまた今度にします。
The three of us will come together next time.
そう？
Oh,
ノリ、行こ
Nori, let's go. I held out my hand, and as we had practiced, Nori took it. While standing there, I took a napkin and wiped around her mouth.
ずいぶん仲がいいんだね。
Seems you're rather close,
う。ずっと一緒にいますから。
Well, it's because we're together all the time.
じゃあ待ってるよ。
Well then, I'll be waiting for you.
はい。
Right. With that, I pulled Nori's hand and we left the restaurant.
おかえり、かなめ。のりちゃんは？
Welcome home, Kaname. What about Nori-chan?
あ、一緒にいるよ。
Yep, I've got her here with me.
それで何があったの？
And, what happened? Without paying attention to the uneasy atmosphere in the room, Nori collapsed onto the sofa. After trying several different positions to lie her head on the sofa, she closed her eyes. And with that, everything returned to normal.
これ、お腹いっぱいの時ののりちゃんだね。何か食べてきた？
Ah, this is what she's like when she's full. Did she eat something?
任長寺一世のところにいた。朝から肉料理をお腹いっぱい食べたみたいだよ。
She was with Ninchoji Issei. It seems as though she had some meat dishes which had filled her right up in the morning.
それって偶然？
And was that by chance? Ichika looked at me with a slightly serious expression as if she had also realized what was going on. However, I didn't feel as though we could continue a serious conversation right in front of Nori's sleeping face, so I figured I'd stop. Why, you fucking idiot.
でも、そうだね。今は気にしても仕方ないかな。
But, yeah, I mean, I guess right now, I guess we can just have to let it go.
確かにね。
Right, yeah. And besides, it really could have just been an accident. Or by chance. I did need to be careful of Ninchoji Issei. However, I needed to focus on the next election.
それじゃあ朝ごはんは2人だね。
Alright then, well, let's get breakfast for the two of us.
ここに来て初めてじゃない。
Isn't this the first time I've been here?
そういえばそうかも。それじゃあ何か私が作ろうか？
Well, I mean, I guess that's probably true. Alright, well, should I make something?
と思ったけど、やっぱりハリスに頼もうかな。ちょっと朝から料理はね。
Well, I was thinking that, but, yeah, then I figure that, Alice should probably make it. I mean, 'cause... Okay. Because, I mean, it's cooking first thing in the morning. Haha. Ichika tried to play it off, but I could tell that she was remembering about Ninchoji Ise and changed what she was thinking. In concrete terms, I still hadn't done anything. That's all.
さてと
Alright, then. We enjoyed a much more leisurely meal than usual, and we spent some time just relaxing. While staring at the sky outside the window, I thought about what was going to happen from now on, and what had happened already. With only one more left in the way, another group would be completely eliminated. Even though I had just killed someone yesterday, I was already thinking about the next one. Still not enough. There were still too many things that I needed to go over again. 4 more people. And then, until there was only one left, I would continue to count up my kills. Until that point, it wasn't enough. There was no sense of satisfaction, no joy of accomplishment. It was to fill the hole that Misa had left. Even though I knew that there was no way to actually fill that hole.
Koname?
Koname? Yeah?
まだ時間は大丈夫なの?
Are you okay time-wise? I should stop thinking about these kinds of things in front of Ichika. I shook off my reverie and decided to focus on what was going on now.
時間は大丈夫。今日はもうほとんどやることは済んでるしね。
I'm fine time-wise. I mean, I've finished most of the things I need to get done today. I did have a little bit of time just to play around with today. The 3 that would last until the end. Ninchoji Ise, Ayari Izuki, and Yurizono Shihori. I'd already met all of them. It's been a busy day. For the last person, if that actually were the case, there was no need to meet them. At least there shouldn't have been, but...
でもやっぱりちょっと出かけてくるよ。
Though, now that I'm thinking about it, I might head out for a little bit.
そっか。いってらっしゃい。
Right, okay, see you later.
行ってきます。
I'll be back. So we can go hang out with Yuri. Alright, let's go hang out with Yuri, and then that'll wrap it up for today's episode. While I was walking down the hallway, suddenly someone called out for me to stop.
Ichijo-san,
Ichijo-san,
ユーリ君、どうかした？
Yuri-kun, what's wrong?
昨日はありがとうございました。僕、あの時はすごく混乱してて。
I wanted to say thank you for yesterday. I well, I got a little bit confused and...
いや、当然だと思うよ。
No, I think it's perfectly normal. There's no way that he's just here to say thank you.
それで、相談したいことでも。
So, is there something you wanted to talk to me about?
それは話したいことはありますけど、なんて言ったらいいか。
Well, there's something I want to talk to you about, but I don't know what to say. I don't really want to waste a whole bunch of time on him. I mean, right now, he's basically just a lame duck who I can forget about.
あ、ごめん。一度部屋に戻ろうかと思って。
Sorry, I actually need to head back to my room.
それならお部屋に寄らせてもらってもいいですか？
If that's the case, then can I come to the room with you?
いや、これから部屋でイチカがシャワーに入るから、中には入れられないかな。
No, sorry. Ichika's about to take a shower, so probably can't let you in.
それならあなたの部屋でもできればお話がしたいと思って。
Well, if that's the case, then I can come to your room. I don't mind. If I can, I need to talk to you.
それなんだけど、今日はちょっとこの後も忙しくて。
I get it, but today is a little bit tough, and I'm gonna be a little bit busy.
そうですよね。すみません。また明日来ます。
Right. Sorry, I'll come back tomorrow. Well, if he comes tomorrow, that'd be a pain. Jeez. If he comes asking about this for the next 2 days, what am I supposed to say?
そうだ。かなめさんって呼んでもいいですか？
That's right. I can call you Kaname-san, right?
別にいいけど。
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
ありがとうございます。
Alright, thank you very much.
では、これで失礼します。
Alright then, I'll see you later. Right. Huh. Well, that went a little bit differently than I thought it would. I thought he would have been more depressed, or if not, he would maybe become a little bit more mature over the next couple of days. Alright. It seemed as though he's gonna come back and try and talk to me tomorrow, and then there's still one day after that. Well, I mean, I guess if he just comes by, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, when it comes to his group, it's only a matter of time.
さて。
Alright, well then. Alright. Well, I still have a little bit of time today, so why don't I go ahead and look for something. Okay, so I can go hang out with Ichika and Nordy and be done for the day, or I can go... Alright, well, since that was shorter than I thought it was, then why don't I go and take a look at some files. So if I remember correctly, I think we have some stuff. There's some extra stuff for Miori? Yeah, okay. Ugh. Gotta be able to actually read stuff. Okay. Alrighty. I was walking home on the path that led to my house after school. I was walking along with Michimudu-kun and Yuri-kun, or Michimudu-kun and Yuri, walking slightly behind them. I felt really bad about Michimudu-kun missing his volleyball practice, but seeing the two of them together made me happy. But is this really okay? I mean, don't you have a really big match coming up? Yuri asked Michimune-kun. Don't worry about it. It's not really a huge match, so... I mean, I could miss a day or two, and things will still be fine. Well, you say that, but... Yuri didn't look as though he were satisfied, and he let out a sigh. However, this was something that Yuri had asked of Michimune-kun, and so he probably had expected him to skip some practice. Anyway, forget about that. Miori-san. Michimune-kun looked over his shoulder and continued. What kind of person is your stalker? Sorry, I don't actually have any idea what kind of person they are. Well, I mean, I guess that can't... Well, I guess that's just how it is, since you've never seen them. Yuri added, following along from what I was saying, with an apologetic look at Michimune-kun. If it's just my imagination, I'm really sorry. Nah, I mean, if it is just your imagination, then there's no problem, but... And that would actually be preferable. But, I mean, if it's not just your imagination, then I want to try and do everything I can to be with you. Michimune-kun said, a little bit too strongly. I don't just think it's her imagination. I mean, at the very least, I've seen them. Huh? You've seen them? Well, I didn't see their face. About a week earlier, I had felt someone's eyes on me. At first, it had been on the way home from school. And next, even when I was in my room, I could feel as though somebody was looking at me. I thought it was just my imagination, but the one who realized it was Yuri. I'm sure there was somebody out there in the garden. I mean, they might have had a camera. It was really dark because it was at night, but I feel like I saw a flash or something as if they had something with a lens. What? They came all the way to your house? That's dangerous! What about the police? Well, I mean, the cop down at the police station listened to us, but... Looking like a doll, Yuri had said that, but... Or the doll like Yuri had said that. But we were rejected, being told it was probably just our imagination. It's because you don't have any proof, huh? And it's probably because we didn't have any proof. I mean, it was just my and Nasan's word. However, though sometimes people do kind of come around and to look at the mountains. Well, it would be nice if they did their job a little bit more seriously, Yuri. I understood that Michimune-kun was angry on my account. But he said it very kindly to Yuri. Or Yuri said very kindly. We only have one police station in the entire village. I mean, we just don't have the manpower. What can you do? About 10 years ago, our village had changed into a town officially on the map, but it was still incredibly rural. There were mountains right in our backyard, and there were no borders between our yard and our neighbors. There were also several wild boars. There had also been there were also tanuki that came out, and even though if I had never seen them, I had heard that there were wild boars as well. Our local cop was a good guy, but he was pretty much the only one keeping an eye on the entire town, and therefore he didn't have time to be dealing with anything superfluous. Alright, well, I guess I'll just have to team up with you guys for the time being. Sorry, Michimune-kun. No, it's fine. I mean, this is a lot more important than my club practice. I probably shouldn't be saying that I should be talking as if I'm so important that if I miss practice it's a big deal, but, Michimune-kun said, slightly panicked. Michimune, you already admitted that you were cutting earlier. Yuri cut in. Come on, you're gonna actually bring that up now? Jeez, but, I guess you're right. It was kind of a sheepish reply, but I still felt happy. And besides, having everyone here to talk to made the 30-minute walk home much quicker. Alright, now we're gonna continue. On that day, I was going to the library to return a book. I probably shouldn't have made Yuri and Michimune-kun worry, and that was my fault. However, since they were staying with me all the time every day, I also felt bad. Yuri had to go back to school for a little while and meet Michimune-kun. And meet Michimune-kun, or at least that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh, I see what's here. Okay. I told... Yuri thought I was going to head back to the school and meet up with Michimune-kun. However, there was a new book that I wanted to take out of the library, and it was taking a little bit of time. So I told a lie about it, and I actually went back to the house. House instead. Such an idiot. It had been a whole week with nothing happening. I guess I let my guard down. When I went to go meet the two of them, I thought I would be able to go back to the two of them and surprise them from behind with some cold juice. But if I hadn't done that stupid thing... I couldn't feel anybody among the surrounding mountains and fields. Our house was at the base of a mountain, and therefore and you had to spend several minutes walking down a narrow mountain path in order to get there. Until then, since up until that point everything was huge and wide and had great visibility, I didn't imagine that anyone could have followed me. But that's when I realized my mistake. I could see them from far away. They were just a black shadow. Could I run all the way to my house like this? But there was no one home. My father and my mother, they had all gone to work. Today... what day is today? I racked my brain. Nearby, Nearby there was a shrine, and the keeper of the shrine was always there. However, okay, and usually the keeper of the shrine was not there. However, every Friday they would come in order to sweep up the fallen leaves. I thought maybe they could contact the police for me. And besides, the person was still far behind me. I was a little bit worried, and I was a little bit worried that they would laugh at me for being scared. Are you sure you saw them? And it wasn't just something, a trick your eyes were playing on you? I've never heard of something like that. In this peaceful town, something like that can't happen. Now that you think about it, I think that I've heard that there was some sort of creepy person hanging around the elementary school near the shopping street, but you're already in junior high, aren't you? I tried to convince my parents, but in the end... But in the end, I wasn't able to give them anything concrete. But that wasn't something... There wasn't time to be thinking of that now. Hold on. We were already about 10 days or more into summer vacation. I couldn't think of what weekday it was. Let's see, yesterday was a day when we had club, so... I had already begun walking faster than normal, but I was still too scared to run. In my pocket, I received a message from Yuri that I didn't see. Or without being seen, I sent a message to Yuri. The shrine. Okay. With that, it would probably still take several minutes in order to get there. The long stairs up to the shrine had appeared before me. Having sent the message to Yuri, I had already decided my destination, the shrine. Somebody might be there. At the very least, there was no one at home. And there was also a chance that the person behind me wasn't actually following me, and nothing would happen. As I climbed the stairs, sweat poured down my face and down my sides. I made sure not to look down behind me, as if nothing odd were going on. Finally, I reached the top of the long staircase, and I could see the boundaries of the shrine's property. At that moment, just for 1 second, I let my guard down and I looked back over my shoulder. You. I've seen you. I've seen you. My arm was grabbed, and I was forced to look backward. The first thing that met my eyes was dark black long hair. It was long dark black hair. The next thing I realized was that the stalker's shirt was also black. Despite that, it was a completely white face. Oh, okay. Yeah. Despite that, their face was completely white, their eyes bloodshot. Let go of me, please! I saw you. The picture. My picture. You drew it. My picture. What are you talking about? Black hair. It's a natural color. Here, look. It's exactly the same. This was added, it's decorated this way, just for my sake. I couldn't understand what she was saying. Hime no Miori. You're in the 3rd year, 1st class. Huh? 3rd year? I was still a 2nd year. Okay. 3rd year? I was still in the 2nd year. She must have mixed me up with someone else. But that was my name, without a doubt. Let go of me, please! My arm hurt. Okay. Even though the woman's arms were way thinner than mine, she was not easy to shake. Okay. Remember, summer vacation, my picture. You drew me, right? You did, didn't you? I realized at that point that it was no good. This person had somehow made some sort of mistake. 3rd year, 1st class. What the heck was she talking about? My picture? Well, okay, now thinking of that. Now that I was thinking about it, I had won an award when I was in 3rd grade of elementary school. 3rd grade in elementary school for a picture I drew during arts and crafts class. Or arts class. Wait, you don't have Zuko in elementary school? You have Bijutsu? Damn. Look at this fucking Shibui. Shibuya Nakagako. Was she talking about that picture? The principal had really liked it. And so the school had hung it up, hadn't they? No! I wasn't drawing you! I'm not sure what this Daisuke refers to, since there's nothing here. Love it. I know you. You know me. That's true, isn't it? If it wasn't, you wouldn't have drawn me, right? This didn't make any sense. I was afraid. Yuri, Michimune-kun. No? Okay. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? I mean, it was black, right? Natural, right? Stop! Let me go! The moment the woman tried to make me touch her hair, I suddenly sent her flying. Everything happened as if it were in slow motion. The woman fell back slowly, and then tumbled down to where I couldn't see her anymore. Alright, and we can continue. The first one to arrive was Yuri, and I told him everything. Just after that, well, it wasn't just after that, but soon after, Michimune-kun climbed the stairs, his face pale. I wanted to say something to him, but there were no words that would enter my head. I just kept saying it over and over. I pushed her. I pushed her down. This black and white ball just tumbling down the stairs. Anyway, let's go down. Yuri's waiting down there. Michimune-kun's voice brought me back to myself. He talked a little bit more after that, but I couldn't remember what he had said. Okay. Using his back as a way to keep me centered and keep me on task, I followed Michimune-kun down the stairs. On the way down on the side, Yuri was sitting. It seemed as though he had tripped somewhere and hurt himself, and there was blood running down his face. I wanted to ask Yuri about it, but before that, he said something strange. You should turn yourself in. What? Yuri? But I just reacted. Yuri told me that that woman was still alive. And at that moment, just a little bit, I believed him. Was it not me? However, I rethought it. There was no way. There was no reason for Yuri to do that. Oh, okay. Sorry. let me redo this page. All right. You should turn yourself in. Or I'm going to turn myself in. What? Why, Yuri? I'm the one who pushed her. And then Yuri said that the woman had still been alive. At that point, just for a moment or two, I believed it. It wasn't me? But no, I rethought it almost immediately. There was no way. There was no reason for Yuri to do that. And besides, if what Yuri was saying was true, it meant that it was my fault that he had to... Yeah, there was no way that that could be true. After that, the three of us talked. Okay. Even now, I still have no idea how things came to that. Or I have no I have no idea why things came to that. However, Michimune-kun said he was going to go bury the woman, and Yuri didn't oppose him. There was one reason. There was only one reason that Yuri would have said that. I had probably killed her. Yuri was not the kind of person who would think those kinds of things unless it was to protect myself or Michimune-kun. And if that was the case, then if we went to the police like this... Even though the two of them told me, even though I had said it to the two women, or I said it to the two women, even though I had told the two of them about it, when it came to things like the blood on Yuri's face, or how strange the woman had been acting, or various things that they had asked me, I started to forget them. I walked behind the two of them as they went to go bury the woman. I didn't do anything. I couldn't have done anything. And so I just left everything to them. On that day, I killed someone. And there was nothing that was going to change that reality. From that day on, I never drew a woman again. All right, well then. Eh? Okay, so sorry about that. I just realized that something got dislodged from the from the capture card, so you guys didn't get to see all the text and everything, so I apologize about that. But since it was just reading that you guys missed, I figure I can probably just throw up a graphic for that. Sorry. But, yeah. Alright, so I think that about does it for this time. I'm glad we read through all of the Miori stuff. That was good. I'll have to put up some sort of graphic so that you guys can take a look at that. I'm sorry there's no music for that part either. Sorry. But yeah, alright. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2019. I will see you guys next year. Not next year. It's already next year. I will see you guys next week. On the 9th. Yeah, on the 9th. So, have a great holiday, everybody, and an awesome new year, and I will see you later. Alright, see you!